Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Gun.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down.
Here we go.
10 at the 41-yard line.
12.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
Stop. Hey, can.
Now Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
To the air again. Burrow able to get away. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another toe for Etienne. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
That's another Jaguars first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Lawrence. Thomas has got it. Complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Red on red.
On the end around, this is Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nifty move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
That's complete to Wicks. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Brown. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebunan. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And the Jaguars, first down. Hey, run! First and 10.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
4 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautiful. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets that one complete to Wicks. The gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
11.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
11 MT, take.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
29-yard line.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Twelve.
Burrow will throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
11 MT.
An inside give, Brown. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
11
Now 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
On the return, here's Parker Washington. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense going back to work. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Over the dime lift on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Straight ahead, ETN.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
11 MT.
3rd down and 1. Now Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals.
11 MT. 11 MT.
1st and 10 at the
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott
Our
Hansen.
spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Bucky Irving. trying to lead his guys to the NFC title game, and this will go a long way towards it. He is gone. The Buccaneers are on to the NFC Championship game. They get it done here in the divisional round. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They go play action with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Screenplay, here's ETN.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there.
First down. A gain of 18.
Lawrence will throw. That's complete. It's Okurobunan.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 11-yard line.
Red on red.
Lawrence going to keep it again.
And he lost the football. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Oh, what a move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they were able to give up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Now he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right, let's go. Stop. Here we go.
They'll go again with Etienne.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. His throw incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now it's Burrow. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A shotgun snap and a good ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Hey, go, go!
They run with Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Jags are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Point after here coming up. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Nice little juke.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, and usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Complete to number 5, T.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays and harder to move it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the gun to give the ground. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
35-yard line.
Second down and 3. Draw play for Brown. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Bengals first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Quick slot caught by Chase. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
P-Ryan. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's Burrow. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Higgins out on the right side. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Got a man open, it's Chase.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nailed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
11 mighty.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Here comes second down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
That's complete to Chase.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Down Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
11 empty.
Gain on the play, but it leads to fourth down.
11 Thomas.
Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
12.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here comes second down at 5.
Brings up second and 5.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down.
11 Thomas.
Throwing. Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good.
And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left.
Here's second down.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Here we
A
go.
big play in this football game. Third down and 1.
Turbo cut.
To throw, Burrow.
And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to potentially send us to overtime. McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey.
Lawrence. Finding Washington.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Easy route.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, lock.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out come the JAX. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss, you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Jaguars, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up second down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation to maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.